This video, I'm going to be showing you why women attraction on semen retention is carnal. The number one reason why semen retention, women attraction is carnal is because of the biological urge in women and men. There is a biological urge in women to procreate. This is our purpose when it comes to life in general. So when you go on retention, what you're signaling to the other unquote species is you have pheromones to reproduce with. Now, don't get carried away. This isn't the semen retention community needs to look at themselves in the mirror and realize that are they actually doing the things that they need to do to be the best version of themselves and not relying on semen retention. I'm the first one to speak to you about it because the people who have no other things going for themselves are relying on semen retention to get themselves to somewhere in a different light. And sure, it can help you get there. It can definitely help you get there. It's like the icing on top of the cake. It's not going to get you where you need to be, but it definitely will escalate it. It will definitely make it sweeter and make it better and make it more satisfying. The thing is like, is semen retention the end all be all? Are you relying on semen retention and thinking that's the only thing that you need to get you through this life? And that is just not the case. Anybody who's telling that is not telling you the truth. They're selling you clicks, they're selling you clickbait. Now, what I'm saying is, what I realized, it really does come down to how you treat women, how engaging the conversation is, how charismatic you are, how you're more willing to treat maybe the girl that you're dealing with like a daughter. This is what you have to realize. You have to treat them like a daughter. Treat them like you would your daughter. Once this dynamic is fully displayed, you're actually going to get somewhere. But there's guys talking about human retention for the rest of their lives, and there's no other aspects of their life is satisfied. They're sure that it feels good. I'm not knocking anything, none of this down, but sure, yeah, semen retention is gonna feel good. You're gonna be one with nature, one with the wolves. You're going to feel good. But at the end of the day, we live in a capitalistic society. Things need to get done. You need to do things. Things need to get conquered. You have to improve yourself. You have to improve yourself. And one thing that I realized is the more present that you become, the easier life is going to get for you. One thing that I realized is semen retention does help with woman attraction because of how you feel on the internal. Attraction is based off internal fortitude, internal instincts. So the thing is, once you've retained and you're working out, you're meditating, you can feel the sensation of your nutsack. You can feel that sensation in your nutsack. This is going to make you act more manly. It has to. You might have a deeper voice. You might look better. You might feel better about yourself. And this attraction is how it's going to happen. But if you're fapping 24/7, if you're on the sites, what you're actually doing is you're saying all the masculinity that I have that makes me a man is not necessary here, and just waste it. And this is how you're going to come across as timid, shy, and just not someone that women are attracted to. This is all these things that they're telling you, everything that they see on the outside. It's everything that you see on the outside. That's not going to make or break it. It's going to get you attracted. It might give you some choosing signals. They might come near you, all these different things. But in terms of actually keeping and actually displaying real attraction, real, genuine, core, instinctual attraction, it comes down to how you act. How you act. They don't stress this enough. They're going to tell you all these different things to sure get them. They're going to tell you all these things to get you maybe likes on Instagrams and matches on Tinder, but everybody knows that just because you have a lot of matches on Tinder doesn't necessarily mean that that they're going to want to actually date you and you're actually going to keep any of these girls around. Sure, they're telling you a lot of front end stuff, but what I'm telling you is that the back end, all the things that you need, all the ways that you have to act in order to actually keep someone. And for example, I was talking to a girl on the phone last night and I felt pretty good about myself. So the conversation was smooth. It was smooth conversation. You could tell that there was a lot of non-verbal sexual innuendos that happened based off of just the conversation itself. A lot of guys don't think that attraction is non-verbal. Everything about attraction is non-verbal. how charismatic can you be with your words? How sexually, how can you suggest things in a quote unquote the other meaning of different things, the other meaning of different things. This is how women live their life. They live their life based off what the other meaning is. If this makes sense, this is why sometimes a lot of girls don't want to take accountability for anything. They don't want to take accountability for anything because their soul soar is one for survival. So what they're going to do is they're going to make themselves feel in the moment, whichever feels right is what they're usually going to go with. So if you bring some guys are illogical. So if you bring a logical conversation to them, a lot of them may ignore you. A lot of them don't want to deal with that. This is what you have to realize. You have to realize how women operate. Women operate in terms of feeling, intuition, what feels good. They're going to be more drawn to the man who makes them feel something, either feel good or feel something. So if you can make her feel things, she's more likely going to be attracted to you. And this is what it means when it comes to the words that you're saying. Like, I was talking to a girl on a dating app. She says, we were talking about some certain things. She said, oh, that's a very logical way to go about it. That's what she told me. Now, what I can do, a common man is going to say things like, oh, it's just going to come with a logical statement. But what I realize is you have to come up with language that makes them think more, that makes them, I never thought it that way, or just make them dream in a sense, if that makes sense. You have to realize this, there is a subconscious language that all women have, that once you realize it and you use it to your advantage, a lot of girls are going to like you, because not a lot guys are too logical here and there. They approach someone, they're direct, they're super direct. I'm gonna take you as soon as they meet. That really is not going to work as much. You have to realize that you have to have some sort of thing that they can be drawn to, that you can talk about, that they can like you for. It's not as direct as you think it is. It's not, because like I said, they're not as logical as you. So once you realize this, you can actually have the advantage, because a lot of guys are not doing this. They're not doing this. This is why they're getting left behind. This is what you have to realize. If that makes sense. It is carnal. Attraction is carnal. Once you realize it's carnal, you can use the carnal to actually make it your advantage. Once it's your advantage, you can have anything that you want. But it is a carnal thing. It is carnal. Just leave it at this example. They're attracted to you because you are a man. So do what men usually do. They're going to be attracted to you because of it. But if you're, like I said, people talk about, I'm just giving you suggestions to help you make you more of a man, so you'll get more attraction. That's all I'm doing. So act like a man, retain. You're gonna feel that sensation in you, and that's going to make you manly. And she's probably going to be more attracted to you because you're less logical and you're more intuitive, and you're actually pandering to her intuitive way of how she goes through life. If that makes sense, like, comment, subscribe. We'll see you in the next one.